Colbert I. King is a true son of Washington. Born in the District of Columbia before the start of World War II, he is the product of Washington schools and of the city that outsiders don't see. The city of family and friends that keeps the nation's capital running day in and day out.
In those days, we had two Washingtons. We were a segregated city. It was a difficult time in the sense of race, but it was an equally difficult time in the sense of class. Growing up, I didn't have an expectation that it was going to change until, say, maybe junior high school when the school desegregation decision came down. Then we realized there was a possibility of change.
Well, after graduating from Howard in 1961, Colbert served as an Army officer and then made his way up the ranks in official Washington with positions at the State Department, Health, Education, and Welfare, and the U.S. Senate, where he helped draft the District of Columbia Home Rule Act. President Carter appointed him as the U.S. Executive Director to the World Bank. For a decade, he was the Executive Vice President for the Middle East and Africa at Riggs Bank and became a member of the Board of Directors.
I took advantage of opportunities as they presented themselves, and I wanted to try everything. I ruled nothing out, and part of, I think, succeeding is to understand the culture that you're in. But even if you're not doing anything, you want to look like you're just ready to go out and do something.
Despite his success in government and business, Colbert King's second act would be more spectacular. In 1990, he joined the editorial board of the Washington Post, bringing a native son's perspective to the iconic paper. He began writing a weekly column for the Post, often focusing on issues that were more important to the permanent residents of the capital than the issues that other columnists were writing about. He also became a panelist on the TV show Inside Washington.
Started out writing locally about local matters, and it sort of caught on. Outside, the national readership was different, but in the city, people go to the barbershops, beauty parlors, and that's where they pick up the newspaper. They're not necessarily subscribers, but the paper's there and gets passed along. So I developed a bit of a readership.
In 2003, Colbert I. King was awarded the Pulitzer Prize for commentary. The committee lauded his, quote, against-the-grain columns that speak to people in power with ferocity and wisdom.
Sitting at home, just got the kids off to school, or things are cleared and had a cup of coffee and now they're reading. That was the person I had in mind, the individual who just cleared the decks and had a chance to just see what's in the paper and what's going on around them.
For the past 3 decades, this hometown son has had an international impact with his hometown newspaper. Howard University is proud to bestow the Honorable Colbert I. King with an Honorary Doctor of Humane Letters.